Yes, people. What an eventful morning! I can't believe what I heard today. I was thinking of doing I was thinking of doing another stream. In regards to Lavia, Chelsea bidding for him, but Liverpool do the surprises as they always do, and punch us in the face and put another transfer forward. So I got the regular here, my right hand man, Mr. Harley. Let's bring him on. What's
Yes,
going on?
we pleasure to be back as always. And what's going on, mate? Like, what a mad 12? Well, now probably looking at 14, 15 hours or so. Going on?
Bro, I'm as confused as you. Like every Liverpool fan, everybody on social media at the moment is just like all over the place, bro. And
I think everyone went from absolutely gutted to absolutely over the moon to gutted again. I don't know what's going
on. We'll talk about it. Let's start with the first one, though. About yesterday, when that Chelsea thing came up. So let's talk about that one. Then we'll talk about the next two. Wait. That and the other one. Sorry. Let's do this. So as you can see, mate, on the screen, hopefully you can see that. It says from Dave OC Cop. It says Southampton have rejected Chelsea's bid of 48 million for Romeo Lavia. According to Sky Sports, the London side made a bid for the Belgian international late last night. The race is still open. So with Lavia, as we all know, Liverpool have made a few offers to Southampton and they rejected it. So why is Chelsea all of a sudden coming in with lower offer than Southampton want as well? So they're doing what Liverpool is doing, like testing the waters and see what Southampton respond with. Because the relationship between Southampton and Liverpool has been broken since the Van Dijk deal, and James Pearce brought out the deal. Liverpool were after Van Dijk way too early, and announced it publicly when Southampton didn't want to announce it publicly, and it just went all pear shaped like that. So we had to pay Southampton for over the odds for Van Dijk. Yeah. So what do you think? Like, what is from your perspective? What is going on, bro? Why is Chelsea all of a sudden, knowing Liverpool is going for Lavia, all of a sudden coming in for Lavia when they were already interested with a similar player elsewhere?
In my opinion, there's one or two things happening here. You've got to keep in mind that Fabrizio Romano's here we go, Tyler Adams, 20 million, the release clause. Yeah. So for me, that indicates they're unlikely to go for both Lavia and Caicedo. Chelsea do some batshit mental things, don't get me wrong, but for me, it's one or the other.
Yeah.
So that indicates to me either the interest is genuine and they've decided, well, we've seen Liverpool's numbers get rejected.
Yeah.
Let's see if we can pick up where they left off of 48 million and see what Southampton say.
Yeah.
Or alternatively, it's a case of them trying to turn around to Brighton and go, well, if you're going to be knobheads about Caicedo and use one, what is it? 100 million, maybe a little bit less?
Around 100 million, because Rice, they believe he's better than Rice, so they put the 100 million price tag on him.
Yeah. So I think it could be a case of Chelsea going, well, if we're not getting him, there's probably no one who's going to get him, and we do have other targets. And whether that's genuinely what's the case, or if it's a bluff to get Brighton to maybe lower the valuation, I think that's what one of them where time will tell. But for me, they're the two main. It's one or the other for me.
I honestly think, like, with a Lavia deal, I think Liverpool probably have pulled that, mate. I think there's a bigger fish to fry, and that's why Chelsea have just come in, because according to a lot of reports, Chelsea are getting investigated, in regards to the way they're spending money. So they might not want to spend the £100 million mark. No, in normal circumstances, Chelsea will spend that money. We know that They always do. They're that dumb. Let's be honest. They spend the silly money all the time and all that stuff. But yeah, with Lavia, I wouldn't lose hope. You know what I mean? There's still a possibility he could come to Liverpool if Liverpool
I still think we land him, in my personal opinion.
Yeah,
I do. It's just that little bit of uncertainty that's thrown in, and
yeah.
we at the moment uncertainty is not what we need.
Yeah, 100%. Obviously, we need something like concrete, something that's gonna happen ASAP. You know what I mean? Like we're behind everybody else. If you look at Harley, if you look at Arsenal, they're way ahead of schedule with their signings. Man United way ahead of schedule. Man City's Man City. They do whatever they want. Newcastle made some signings. So if our rivals are strengthening heavily, why are we like way off that? That's the problem, you know what I mean? Like, especially, you know, the season we had last season, and midway through the season, we should realize. Even Klopp said it in his summer press conference. He did say we made a little boo boo here. We made a lot of mistakes last season. We didn't buy, you know, buy the right players. We took things for granted. You know what I mean? Like just in general, like they based it on the previous season, the quad season. The players, you know, they've done something extraordinary. He thought like they could do something in the next season as well. If we got the youth route, you know what I mean? Because the majority of the players we bought was, you know, like under 22s, something like that, and it just didn't work out, bro. That's why, you know, Carvalho is at Leipzig, you know, and all that stuff. So I'm not losing hope on the Lavia deal. I still think there's a possibility there. It's just about negotiations, and you know we're the best negotiators if we want to be. And
I agree. I don't think we've lost that. A lot of people are saying they don't trust this new sporting director and things like that.
Well, Smacker, Smacker,
yeah, Jörg Smacker,
yeah.
and it's one of them for me where he's not been. I've got no evidence to say he's the man, but I don't like to raise him out either. So
it's just
it's one of them where you've got people jumping to conclusions before the window was even shut, like. And there's no sample size whatsoever to say whether. Yeah. So I don't know, but I like to think the club has a plan.
Yeah,
that's the optimist in me. But I like to think we know what we're doing. Like surely we're not stupid enough to go into the season without a defensive midfielder.
Well, man, the way the fans were going on yesterday and you know this morning, like you know, if I was FSG, you know what I mean, I got to get off my high horse, bro. You know what I mean, and even the the loyal FSG people have even come out and messaging me, and you know you see it on Twitter and all that stuff saying enough is enough now about these owners. Like they're not here, you know, to compete with the big boys. They're just here, you know, to make money in a certain way, and that is it. There's no ambition in this club anymore. You know what I mean? And if the loyal fans are coming out all of a sudden and saying things like that, you know, the owners have to wake up to reality and realize, you know, all the scheming and all that stuff you're doing. I remember, like before the World Cup, me and you were speaking about before the World Cup we were speaking about the clubs up for sale and things like that. We thought like we was going, and then they changed their mind with Bellingham. They changed their mind. You know what I mean? How many stuff can these Liverpool fans take, bro? It's come to the point like they become like the Tories. You know what I mean? They just want to like take everything out of Liverpool but not give anything back. Like I don't understand. I swear I don't understand what these owners are all about. I don't have any issues with them, but give us hope. Man City, they don't deserve their fan base. That empty stadium don't deserve what they get, but they get it. Man United, for years they've been getting it. Chelsea, for years they've been getting it. Arsenal, before that, they've been getting it. But us, we're there through pre-season, cold, winter, anything. We pack the stadium no matter what we do. No matter what. I mean, even we know we're struggling in the league, we'll pack the stadium. You know that, Harley. We do that every season.
I've always said, no,
season out. Do we deserve this treatment, bro? I don't think we deserve this treatment. And I even made an actual video about it. And I said, I don't deserve this. The fans don't deserve this. We don't moan. We don't, you know, cry about anything. But treat us with respect, bro. I mean, treat us with respect. That's all we're asking for. I don't give a shit about Mbappe's and all these players. But come on, man.
We don't
show little ambition. That's all we need. A little ambition. I mean, support us like we support you. I want to see a mirror image on that pitch of us. But we don't get it. Man City's team give it their all. They obviously they're different owners, but they give it their all on the pitch, bro. They win every game, they win every title, but their stadium is always empty. but yet they get more than us. How is that possible, bro? How? I just don't get it. Little ambition. We're not asking for £80 million player, £30 million, 40, whatever. Just get them through the door, man, and help this manager out.
I don't even think £80 million signings are even necessary.
No,
to be honest, it's, as I say, just show that like they're willing to give the manager, because clearly he wants a player like Lavia or exactly Lavia. Otherwise, he wouldn't have put several bids in, and we wouldn't be linked to all these names from so many like reliable people. Again, I still think we do get the player in, or a backup plan to the player should worst come to worst.
But don't you think this should have been done? This should have been done, during the beginning of the preseason, so they could be ready for the new season.
Ideally, yeah. As I say, I sympathise with the club in the sense that Fabinho going was quite unexpected, but it's now probably at a point where you're thinking, okay, soon, can you at least give us something here? Can we at least have some kind of... And to be fair, we're increasing the bid number. And again, I'm trying to trust the process and everything. And, I'm all for that.
I know that.
But if we find ourselves in a situation where in a few weeks' time, we're not much closer to getting what the team probably needs in order to be able to compete at the very highest level, then questions can be asked. Certainly can be.
Everybody's got within their right to ask questions, bro. You know what I mean? Forget about these planes flying over, all that stuff. I want to protest, man. If this continues, bro, I'm going back to the protest days, and I'm going back to Anfield and I'm protesting against these owners, man. I'm done, bro. I'm a nice guy, but come on, man. Don't treat me like I'm a mug, man. Please don't treat me like I'm a mug, man. I'm done being quiet. You know what I mean? Because you young people deserve better than what you're getting. You know what I mean? I've seen the good times. I've seen the bad times. I've seen the good times again. But you guys don't know the true Liverpool, Harley. The true Liverpool is about success and maintaining that. That's what we need to get back to.
I mean, we've seen flashes,
and we've got the manager for that. Don't destroy this manager, man.
We've seen flashes of it. We've certainly got managers for it. We've certainly got players for it. Just a little bit more needs to be added. I genuinely believe we can go for that again.
Yeah, come on, man. Yeah. So the next one, obviously, we're gonna stay for long. Yesterday, I think we overdone it yesterday, man, with the stream. But yeah, let's go for the next one. So this broke this morning. A lot of fans are living the high life about it at the moment. As you can see, even James Pearce, is saying about Liverpool bidding for, asking about Caicedo. And what do you think of this? Is this a true transfer for Liverpool Football Club, like trying to get Caicedo through the door? I mean, they said that some reports are saying we outbid Chelsea to try to get him, and some reports are saying, we're just making an inquiry about him. Where do you stand with this, mate?
Ooh, it looks like we've got a guest.
So nice.
No, he's just walked into the room now. But onto the question, it's just, I think, in my personal opinion, what we're trying to do is we're trying to go to the approach of doing exactly what I think Chelsea and Brighton can be doing. And we're kind of turning around and going, there's other options for us.
Yeah.
If you aren't going to budge on Lavia, there are other options. I personally think it's a bluff, and Lavia is still our main target.
Yeah.
I think Caicedo ends up at Chelsea.
Yeah.
And I also believe that Lavia comes to Liverpool as well. And that's my opinion. But I think there's a bit of Chelsea going for him and us going for the other guy on the surface of it to try and throw Brighton's the selling clubs off a little bit.
Yeah.
So we can kind of turn around and go, well, this isn't our only option. If you're going to try and have us off, then we will. Would we love Caicedo at Liverpool? I'm sure we all would. Klopp definitely would. It's just a case of, like, I was having this conversation earlier. I still think if you're giving me the choice of Lavia for 50 and Caicedo for 100, I'm going for Lavia for 50. And that's my opinion. And it's not even close for me, just because I feel like they're closer to each other than that price tag would imply.
It's like I said to you yesterday, like it makes more sense why we're going for Caicedo. I'll tell you why. I told you like yesterday about Liverpool before Fabinho and Henderson were leaving. They made a bid obviously for Lavia around the £40 million mark, maybe 38 million, 40 million. So they already had that budget in place. So now obviously they sold Fabinho and Henderson, so they got extra budget in for, you know, someone like Caicedo, just to try to get that over the line. Don't forget, Caicedo was worth 75 million a few months ago. Now he's worth 100 million. But with good negotiation skills, you could actually, you know, lower that for, you know, Liverpool could do that. They can do. We've seen them do that loads of times in the past.
We're certainly better negotiators than Chelsea are. Chelsea's negotiations
it's like bam, money.
How much do you want?
How much do you need? Yeah.
There you go. Money on the table, and that's it. If Chelsea offer more than us, they'll accept Chelsea's offer. So what we'll need in order to get it done is Caicedo to choose us and good negotiation skills.
But do you believe? Do you believe in like this thing about Caicedo? He wants to go to London, like he wants to go to Chelsea instead of like Liverpool. Do you believe this?
I think that's being overstated, and I feel like that's only the case because he knows how interested Chelsea are, and he doesn't necessarily know how interested we are. I think if he does prefer Chelsea, there'll be one reason for it, and that'll be money. And to be honest, if he's willing to take the extra bit of money over coming to Liverpool, then maybe he's
it's not for us. Then it's not for us. It's true, man. Redbird says PR is in motion. FSG are one of the best in the business. Yeah, mate, I know that. I already put that on Twitter yesterday. So
I have my opinion on this. And it's a case of
Uncle
people
Rods,
say this is
please go
PR.
subscribe to him. Yeah.
People say this is PR. I think it couldn't be further from the truth. I think this is horrible PR from FSG. This makes them look bad. So many people are turning around and turning on them because of it. It's a case of if we're in a situation where we're trying to go for Caicedo and we're publicly on about how much we're inquiring for him, and then FSG decide actually no, he's too expensive, as we would probably expect, then that looks horrible for them. That looks horrible.
I bet you lose, faith in them if that happens as well. I mean, because this is just like a regular thing with them, Harley, and the trust will actually disappear, bro, for a lot of fans. You know what I mean? And you're right, it will look horrible. Phil says if we get Caicedo, then Chelsea can get Lavia. Yeah, I agree, mate. Listen, I'm all about Caicedo. I've said it from day one. I'm not going to change my mind. I think it's the end game if we get him. If you got any hope of challenging for a title, at least, I mean, get Caicedo in. I know the money is too much, but like I said, it's all about negotiations. Once you get that through the door, you'll be fine, man. Yeah, you can see Empire of the Cop. And they said Liverpool have made contact with Brighton for Moses Caicedo, but still expects player to join Chelsea, like you just said as well. It could be true. It could be true. You know what I mean, but
I think we've definitely made contact, haven't we? That's the one thing.
That's the most important thing.
Yeah, and it's Sky Sports reporting it. It's usually got some degree of truth to it, and someone reliable saying it, because they only report what they know for sure.
Yeah.
If anything, they're more reliable than Fabrizio and Ornstein, because they only report what they know for a fact. It's
100%. Because you can't take a risk, especially being a reliable channel. You can't take risks in it.
Yeah, so it's different from back in the day when there was no Ornsteins or Fabrizios or Joyces around. They'd be the number one most. They'd be putting rumours out and everything. Now they know that they don't think of that. So what's on the front page of Sky Sports or what's on Sky News has a massive degree of truth to it. In like the last couple of years, that's the case with all of these in the nose and journalists and things like that. They only report.
Do you think like I know we discussed this already. Do you think like in regards to players, if we just get one through the door, are you happy with that? You know what I mean? Because I'm not happy. I mean, if it's just with Caicedo, what I like about Caicedo, bro, like compared to other players, he could play as a right back. You know what I mean? So and he could cover Trent from time to time, as well as in the game. he could like support him like Henderson used to as well, if you know what I mean. So Trent can do that work he normally does on the right side, and you know, be more freer. So that can happen in that way. Compared to, you know, someone like Lavia. Lavia doesn't offer anything other than central midfielder. You know what I mean? Defensive. That's all he offers. But Caicedo can play in multiple positions. So you're getting a player who could play different positions. Obviously, it's a lot of money, but 2 in 1. Do you get what I'm saying? 2 in 1.
Yeah, I do. I understand that. Like, for me, the most important thing is the fact we just have a specialist in that position. But the versatility is certainly helpful. I absolutely agree.
Yeah. So even Neil Jones, 100%. Even Neil Jones is saying like Liverpool have made contact with Brighton, Moses Caicedo, as Matt Law, but sources have indicated that the Ecuadorian is still expected to join Chelsea. The Reds' pursuit of Romeo Lavia remains ongoing, like you said, while as per, you know, I don't know how to say that, but you know,
let me see.
wants they want how do you say that? El Hali wants Thiago, but Thiago doesn't want to go anyway, so it's all good
he's
for us,
going nowhere.
Yeah,
it's going nowhere.
It's all good, man.
Not
Yeah,
really,
but so if people like Neil Jones is coming out and saying those things, then it could be like it's more or less true because he's closer to the club. He does the press box at Liverpool Football Club as well. You know what I mean? So big reporters who are close to the club are saying things like that, then yeah, we are in for Caicedo, in my opinion. I just think like the biggest issue FSG is facing is they're messing up the transfer for themselves. So this is why someone like Caicedo's come up, because it's I don't know if it's a PR stunt, but you know, when you make so much of a mess of a transfer, you have to make something big for the people to forgive you. So that's how I see it. That's what's happening at the moment. This is why a lot of reporters are reporting about Caicedo coming to Liverpool, in my opinion, anyway. And it's the ones who are reporting it. It's the ones who hardly say anything. You know what I mean? Hardly. But if it's a concrete evidence, they actually come out and say something. So that's what I'm enjoying even more about this actual transfer, brother. Like I said, obviously we're not gonna stay on for long. We've got half an hour of it. What are you expecting at the end of this transfer, Harley? Like, I know you said Lavia is coming in. Is there anything else after that?
I think we bring in Lavia, and then I think we'll get at least one of either another midfielder or this kind of centre back, left back kind of hybrid player that everyone's clamouring for. And I feel like whichever one of the two we don't get, we'll be in for in January. That's my opinion. But for me, the main thing is we just get the fucking defensive midfielder in, because it's a really important position to have. So
yeah, 100%, bro. Like that's what I've always said. That's what we need the most: the defensive midfielder that can, you know, protect that defense. And you know, not that's the thing we're facing when we watch Liverpool. Too many opponents are getting at us too easily. So if we have a person that's reliable in that position, then I think we'll be fine during the season. You know, step by step we'll improve, and then probably you know, challenge or compete for top 4 position. With me, I'd rather challenge, you know what I mean, than compete for top 4. But you know, get us back up there, and you know, get the belief going again at our football club. That's what I want to see at the end of the day, brother. But yeah, I had to do a quick one like this because I gotta go. But yeah, Harley, we're gonna do this on a regular, me and yourself. So just prepare yourself now and again, 2:30 more or less on a daily basis. Whatever news we hear, people will bring it to you on a consistent basis. So just prepare for that. Anywhere they can find you, Harley, bro, other than, you know, YouTube?
No, as I said yesterday, just has LFC 97. Anyone wants to follow me on Twitter, you are more than welcome to. But again, as I said yesterday, the main man, the main channel, subscribe, like, notifications on, everything for LRFC. It's the main thing.
That's what the main thing. It's a family channel. It's for all of us, innit? So yeah, we will be back anyway, probably tomorrow, and the next day, and the next day, and the next day. So just do that notification bell. That will alert you every time we come on as well. So please, help us out in a chat on a regular, and you know, if you get invitation, come on and, you know, do your bit as well. Like, share, subscribe, like I always say. If you're new, please subscribe, and I'll see you soon. Take care, everybody. Oh, I've got one comment. Let me just go back there. Football from the Heart says, Fozzy, can I come up, bro? I'm finished, bro. I was only doing a short one about the transfers, bro. But we'll be back soon. We're definitely gonna hook up soon, man. Don't worry about that. Take care, everybody. Like, share, subscribe. See you soon.